Yo, what is up, guys? We are back in another devlog, and today I wasn't too sure what to work on, just because I had to cram this devlog in, because I was gone over the weekend in California. It was a lot of fun, guys, but I just had to cram it in Monday, so I ended up deciding to try to get these lanes, actually officially working, basically just having the AIs or NPCs spawn in each lane. So I was confused on what to do to get started with this, but I ended up realizing that what I could do is make some cubes, which, as you can see right now, I'm doing that in the actual map piece blueprint. And so I'm just making these cubes so then I can then take their locations and use them in the blueprints for spawning the cars. So as you can see, I don't know really why I was naming it. I was planning on using the cubes more, and I ended up just taking the location and hard coding it, which I probably should have actually used the cubes more just to make it easier to move stuff around if I ever wanted to change it. But to be honest, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. So right now I am kind of fidgeting around with it. I was trying to figure out how to get a random location. I ended up realizing that I could make an array. So first I used a transform array, and I was trying to figure out how I could get a random index from the transform array. Because I never really done this before. I haven't really worked with arrays. There's a lot of firsts in this project, and I'm actually really proud of how it's coming along and how I'm powering through it. But anyways, I am trying to figure it out, and I end up wasting a bunch of time copying in all these transforms. Also, sorry if it looks a little bit glitchy or laggy. For some reason my computer was just not having it today and decided that it needed to run Unreal Engine like actual crap. So it was lagging, it was taking forever to load and some stuff. But anyways, as you can see now, I'm just copying over the locations. They all have the same Y and Z coordinates, and they all have different X coordinates. So I'm just copying and pasting it over, just some tedious work, which ended up going to waste, so it was super annoying. But I figured it was easier just to make it, as you'll see, make a vector variable instead of a transform variable. But I think, what am I doing? Oh, I'm just turning off the collision so that the cars don't accidentally run into them when they spawn. But I end up having to, so I do this random, and then I realize that I can't plug it straight in. So actually, and maybe I could have skipped this whole making transform and I could have just plugged it straight in. I am not too sure, actually. I'm not just now realizing that. Anyways, I'm like, okay, I gotta split it into a vector, and I'm like, rather than splitting it into a vector, why don't I just make it at the source of vector? Because that seems like just a little bit less computational power, and where you can save, it's worth it to save. So here, as you can see now, I just converted it to a vector, and now I have to go and copy and paste everything back in. And I accidentally made array elements on the test variable that I had. But this goes pretty quickly, as I realize that I don't have to copy and paste. I can just remember the Z and just copy over that Y. And then I just copy over the X locations for each of these different amounts. And then another way that I also could have done it, so I could just have had the X, because only the X is changing, and made the Y and Z just hard coded. But I figured I might as well put it in since I already did it. And you'll actually see in a bit, I do actually change the I believe it's Y. I end up changing the Y to be a random between between this minimum, which is where the cube is, sorry, and the maximum, and I end up doing 5,000 at the end, just because I could not for the life of me remember what I had before. I'm gonna have to go back and look in the video and change it, but as you can see now, I realized I probably should comment. So I just made some quick comments, just grouped everything so it's all organized, because there is getting to be a lot more blueprints on there, or like nodes in the blueprint. And then I realized I didn't need a cast, so that was just wasting computational power, so I just deleted that. And then I'm just making the comment for spawning the cars. We get this all not completely done. I'm just had to reorganize it and reroute it, just try to make it look a little bit nicer so it's cleaner. You know, cleaner code is better code. But anyways, just need to let myself catch up. But yeah, so as you see, I set the minimum as where the square is, and then maximum I play around with it, and this is where I start running into some issues, which end up then the issues just would not stop for some reason. Even when I change it to all spawning at the cube, I'm pretty sure the issues wouldn't stop, so I must just not have tested it for long enough before I did the random. But for yeah, for some reason it kept saying either this delay, or at first it was a for each, as you oh no, sorry, I went and closed out of everything to try to see if that would help, but for some reason the event tick wouldn't work, and then the event tick wouldn't work, or it said that it would cause an infinite loop, and then it was the delay causing an infinite loop, sorry. It just kept going back and forth, and at first it was a for each, and so I stopped the for each, and then I ended up bringing it back and wasn't causing an infinite loop, and it was just the event tick or the delay, and it was almost random. I could not figure out which caused which, and by the way, the delay is over in the car blueprint, whereas the event tick is the one in the map piece. So if you guys have anything that I can try, if you guys have ran into similar issue, please leave a comment below and let me know, because this has stumped me for the rest of the devlog. As you can see, I'm just trying over and over to figure out the bug. Spoiler alert, I didn't figure it out. I tried increasing the delay, see if maybe the delay for some reason was all of a sudden going too fast. I even turned it up to 10 seconds and it was still causing the same issues. I tried skipping the random X and just did it through straight from the cube. That did not work either. So yeah, I just could not for the life of me figure out why, and it was either event tick or it was the delay, and I looked it up and I could not really find anything. Anyways, I looked it up and I could not find anything, and like some people were saying not to put a delay in an event tick, which this delay is in an event tick, but I think I even tried skipping it and it didn't do anything. So maybe I'll try skipping it. And the problem, yeah, so here I ended up getting rid of the delay and it was still causing it. I don't think I put back the delay, but yeah, so the event tick is on the car blueprint is still causing the issue, and I'm not sure how to fix it. All these people were saying was when to use an event tick, and I know like maybe there is another way that I could constantly check if the NPC is far enough from the player, but like it seems like that would be too much of a hassle if there is a way, and this seems like something the event tick should be doing, because I want to be checking constantly if the player is too far away from the car. I could check every time he the player, excuse me, gets to a spawner. I could try that, but I don't know. I could figure out and look and see. But yeah, if you guys have any pointers, any help, I would much appreciate it, because I was so lost. And in a little bit, I'll actually kind of show off the errors, and it'll be slowed down. So if any of you guys use Unreal Engine 5, yeah, Unreal Engine 5, and you know how to help, so yeah, here this your guys' first look in normal speed. I don't know why it looks like almost slow down. Maybe it's because I'm just used to the sped up version, because it feels a lot faster in game. But anyways, like, as I'm sitting here, if I drive, it'll crash. If I sit here, it'll crash. It says infinite loop, and this one is for the event tick, because I got rid of the delay, and that's the full event tick. That's everything that goes off of it. If you guys have any pointers, anything that you think potential fixes, I am so lost, so I'll try anything. So yeah, just please let me know in the comments below. But anyways, I'm going to be ending the devlog here. Let me know if you guys like this 10-minute format, and please like and comment down below. And if you're not already, please subscribe. I know I say it in every video, but it is free, guys, and it really helps the channel out a lot. I'm trying to grow this channel while I go on this journey of making my first actual game, and it would literally mean the world to me if you guys subscribe and we can really grow this channel together. So yeah, please do it, please share it with your friends, and I will be seeing you guys in the next devlog, which will be 2 weeks from now. So I'm not even sure what day that is. I think it's like April 19th. But yeah, without further ado, peace out, guys. Stay spicy, as I say on live streams, and have a great night. Bye.